Hello everyone. So we are now in the 7th week of the spring 2020 semester. And this week is an important week because this week we deal with the Industrial Revolution. Now, the Industrial Revolution is something that brought about the way of life that we live today, which is that we are now in a consumer culture. And it's hard to explain, but the truth is that the reason that we now have the high quality of life that we have today is because of industrialization. That's a good thing, except for one little problem. There was a very high human cost. So, as you read this week's readings, particularly as far as the Industrial Revolution goes, read the introduction about progress or decline, read Southey's colloquies, and read especially these two readings. The reading on the Children's Employment Commission, which is a factual look at the horrors of child labor, because we don't expect our kids to go to work in factories today or go to work in mines today, but back when the Industrial Revolution got started, children were not required to go to school. They were required to go work in the mines or in the factories. And they endured horrific conditions. And then look at Elizabeth Barrett Browning's Cry of the Children, where she talks in poetic form about the very horrors that the children are experiencing that are written about in a factual way in the Children's Employment Commission report. Now, that is a way to look at art and factual information as a way to disseminate information that's important. Then, of course, Robert Browning, who was Elizabeth Barrett Browning's husband, also was a master of the dramatic monologue. And that is shown in our reading for this week by him, which is My Last Duchess. So, here's the thing about industrialization. The good, our quality of life is better. The bad, we could exploit children and make their quality of life worse. And that is really what this week's readings are all about. So, believe me when I say to you that the Industrial Revolution made our quality of life better now than it was 100 years ago. But there is a dark side to it. And that dark side is really something that we need to look at as well. So, I hope you enjoyed this week's readings. I hope you get something out of this week's exercises. And of course, if you have any questions, feel free to email me with them.